Okay, so we're running through a bit of a guide today in terms of home workouts, what you can do in terms of exercises and exercise choices to train your entire body with minimal resistance. So like at the moment, obviously a lot of people can't necessarily get to the gym in terms of to use weights or anything like that, with a lot of gyms around the world closed due to the coronavirus. Hence why I'm making this video, to give you guys a bit of an explanation in terms of what you can do. Now, what I would generally recommend you do is you train your entire body and probably do 1 day on, 1 day off, or you can train multiple days in a row, because we're not going to be creating huge amounts of muscle damage. This will be a workout that's great to maintain muscle tissue and maybe build a small amount if you're a beginner, but if you're incredibly advanced, you're not going to be able to use a lot of loading in terms of being able to build muscle tissue, so you'll be slightly restricted in that respect. The key here with bodyweight training is to making sure that you actually, if you've got 20 reps on your plan, but you could do 50 reps, you have to go closer to 50 reps. So if you've got loads more in the tank that's necessarily written down for you, make sure you keep going. So don't necessarily go to complete failure, but leave maybe like 3 or 4 reps in the tank, and then the last set of every exercise, go to complete failure then, and really push yourself. Because if, for example, you're doing a bodyweight program that says do 20 press-ups, but you can do 100, 20 press-ups is not going to do a lot. So generally with all these exercises, I'd suggest probably like 3 or 4 sets, and then in terms of rep ranges, depends on your strength levels, but just say probably 2-3 reps shy of failure for most sets, and the last set take to complete failure. So first off, in terms of body parts, we're now going to go to chest. So we're going to go through a couple of different exercises we can do for training our chest with minimal resistance. So firstly, we're going to do obviously a conventional normal press up, which is very straightforward. So again, it's a very easy exercise, an easy regression. If this is too challenging for you, you haven't got upper body strength, is to do women's press ups on your knees. So that is an option. So this is chest exercise number 1. So chest exercise number 2, this is going to be like a deficit press up. So try and get a few books, something similar to a books, ideally the same sort of size. I'm going to use the books to increase the range of motion we have. So I'll try and put them about hand width apart. So that's a really good exercise to get tension on the chest, and you've got a slightly longer range of motion, getting deeper with the chest. So this would be another excellent chest exercise I'd recommend. Okay, so this vertical push-up is the next exercise. So you can do that on a steep incline, which will get upper chest, shoulders, a lot of triceps. If you're a bigger, heavier guy, this is quite a difficult exercise, so you can put a lot of load to your body through this. Okay, so that's chest wrapped up. We're now going to move into focusing on side delts. So we don't have any weight we can lift, and what we can do very easily, hands, wrists into the door frame, keep chest up and drive as hard as you can into the door frame, and then keep pushing, and then hold that for 30 seconds, and then you can do sets for 30, 60 seconds, however it's long and hard enough for you. So now even when I let go for a short period of time, I can feel the traction side delts nicely. So that's a very easy way with no weights to get your side delts. Okay, so exercises now, we're going to go into the legs. Now, one of the best ways to train your legs at home is doing something that's actually very difficult, is Bulgarian split squat. Again, if you have any load, you can use dumbbells, kettlebells to add some weight to this. But essentially, we're working one leg unilaterally. We'll take one foot up behind you, and then literally just squat straight down and up. So we're going to do a lying hamstring curl using a dumbbell. You could use a bag of sugar or anything heavy that you can hold between your feet. And here we're going to try and keep our hips pinned down, and this will get some loading into our quads. Now, we don't want to be neglecting our calves, which most people do anyway when actually training in the gym. So if we can do a standing calf raise or any type of raise, we can use a step here. What you could do, if you want to make this harder, is put on like a heavy backpack or hold something in your hands. And what we can also do is do a single leg variation. So now we're going to go into hip thrusts. So this is going to work on focusing on the glutes contracting and creating hip stability. So we're going to start off doing 2 legs, and then we're going to progress into single leg hip thrust, which again is obviously going to be a nice progression where the loading will be quite hard. Okay, so that's all the exercises wrapped up in terms of resistance. Now, in terms of a killer hit routine, it's really simple. You can do it indoors if you want to, if you want to go outdoors on the spot. Is do 20 seconds sprint as fast as you can, and then 60 seconds walk. Repeat that 12 times, and that's a killer hit workout. Take you about 15 minutes. Very easy peasy, you get your heart rate really high. And if it's a nice day like today, if you pan around, then it's well worth working outdoors if you can do it at the moment. So that's the killer hit workout we'll add in at the end. In terms of this, I hope you guys found this really, really helpful. Any questions on the exercises, anything like that, and how to set up home workout plan, let me know. Drop a question below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and please hit the like button and share this with a friend.